Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Hey, Death Cross. My buddy mum's the word. He likes to hear about this Death Cross. It's right here. Are we going to get it? Very likely. Grandpa's going to talk about that in a little bit. But, hey, I was thinking, I'm not sure if I can pull this off or not, but I wanted to read some of my comments, a few of them that I've received in the past here. Let me see what we got going here. I got some crazy, good people that are leave comments. This one here is Sanholamik. I'm ruining his name, but one of his comments was really good. I'm trying to pull it up here, but how it went was this. I'm always talking about the big guys are buying Tesla, and people have heard about Pelosi's husband buying a lot of stocks, and they always seem to know what's a good stock to buy. And he commented that he figured Pelosi was probably buying Tesla stock as he was typing to me. I just think it's a hoot. And then Mum is, what did he say? He said a couple of good ones. Sounding like he said the move down is way overdone. The government is after Elon. And he's probably right. Who knows? I'm not having much luck pulling these up. Okay. Jenny from Missouri. Run, Grandpa, run. Okay, Jenny, you got that right. She also said Grandpa is very handsome. Don't tell Grandma that. You said that. I'll keep it a secret. Okay. Yeah, Pelosi is probably buying while I'm typing this. Paradise, he says, howdy, Grandpa. Love you, brother. And Mom's saying that hold my root beer. I think he said root beer. In regard to Optimus, if he gets the Optimus root beer or Optimus robot, he'll bring him his root beer when he wants one. I hope he's drinking root beer. Okay, Grandpa's got to get off this so I can get back over to where I was on the screen here. Okay, so Death Cross. Down below here we have the 50 moving average, and up above down below we have the 200 moving average, and up above we have the 50. And if the 50 crosses through this 200, you very well might see that 101. She's getting close here. This is the daily chart. Let me see if I can pull it back far enough so you can see here's where it's crossed it in the past going up. You can have a death cross run either direction. Okay, here the 50 went up to the 200, and you get $100 move. That's nasty. $100 move from here would be like $80. Oh no, $80 is less than 101.07. Oh boy. But you can see where the 50 is coming down here. And if they've been doing they're still buying down at 150. And they bought their previously as I've been looking back in my blinking, and that 150, 152 area is a possibility here yet. After hours here now, we're up at 184.25. It was just up at 184.50, 60 a little bit ago, and it's heading up after hours. But like Grandpa said, I think we're going to stagnate here, if you want to call it stagnate. There's nothing stagnant about Tesla stock. And I think we're going to probably run in the 170 to 200 range back and forth here a little bit, maybe a month. And just give you an opportunity before it breaks. It's going to break like a rubber band. They'll run this thing sideways for a while. And in Grandpa's humble opinion. And are we going to see 284 up here? Absolutely, without a doubt. Just like you seen 184 come today. It went down to 180.06. Grandpa and Grandma got buys at 180. Are we going to get them filled? Grandpa and Grandma think so. I think I'm going to get my fills at 177, 171. I'm looking for the future. And you know, Tesla's extremely oversold. But it doesn't mean that it's got to turn right away. What it means is when it turns, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Well, we already know it's going to be huge because we know it's going at a bare minimum. We got 284 in our future, and far beyond that. But you know, I'm going to go back to the monthly so you can see 101 and some of our other numbers. So keep that death cross in mind. We're watching it. We're on the ball. Grandpa's on a ball here. It's called Earth. And okay. Yeah, she broke Grandpa's 184 that he's been talking about, seems like forever. You know, when it's up around 270, 265, 260, and Grandpa's talking about 184, after a while, Grandpa starts feeling pretty foolish. And so you can't blame Grandpa if he's a little happy that finally it made it there. And it's going to do, I'm going to be even happier when we see 284. But I'm going to be really happy when we see 101. And I 152, we don't know for sure where this thing's going to turn. It could have already turned for all we know. They're trying to make us think it did. It's gone up $4.50 from the low after hours here. So, you know, she's fun. This is so much fun. Let me see. What am I talking? Oh, oversold. So you can remain oversold for quite a while. We could easily go to 150 area, even the 101, as oversold as we are, and be more oversold before she turns. And I mean, last time it was down at 101, it went up $200 plus. So that's the kind of stuff you're looking at. You just can't ask for any more than that. Oh, what has Grandpa got going here? So anyway, yeah, Grandpa, he's having fun with comments, and it makes it fun. Opportunity. Share this opportunity. The big money, the market makers, the institutional investors, and according to Solomon, probably Pelosi, are buying Tesla stock. Fidelity, Vanguard, all day long, Grandpa's been listening to live streams and stuff. They're they they just trashing one pundit after the other, trashing Elon for having such a bad earnings uh, call and not telling what more about what's good. Well, I listen to it, him talking, not them talking, also because they put such a negative spin on anything Elon says and twist it. And all I got out of it was positivity. You know, they want to think about the next day, the next week, the next month. Think 2025 when we have Gen X cars at 25,000. Think 2025 when we have Optimus coming out. Think like Grandma thinks 10,000, 7,000. She refuses to sell her shares at 7,000. Grandma knows stuff. The day's going to come when you're going to be sad that you sold a share at $10,000 because they just keep going where up, 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 and away. J.P. Morgan, Geo just recently bought another 2.2 million. These guys already got hundreds of millions of shares. J.P. Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Fidelity, Vanguard. Uh, it's BlackRock, Norges Bank, Capital Research. Big money buying millions of shares of Tesla. And they downgraded Tesla again today, one of them. I can't remember which one it was. Dan Ives was talking about it while he was trashing Tesla today, about how he didn't like necessarily what they say in this. It just makes Grandpa, I don't like if they say anything bad about Elon, I can tell you that. I just don't like it because it probably ain't true. And when I listen to Elon talk in his deal, I see positivity for our future. Uh, we he has given us a huge opportunity for us to get some reasonable shares here, for the little guy to get in and have something in this world. 100 shares of Tesla could be $1 million in your future. Grandpa's had it happen twice to him before with shares in different companies. Uh, and I don't want to miss the boat again. This I see. Uh, and is it going to take 5 years for all this to transpire? You know, I really don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because in 2025, they get Gen X coming off that deal, and they start pounding out that robot, and he's doing housework for Grandma, uh, and I think we should name him George or Fred or maybe Forrest. I'm not sure, but Grandma will pick out a name for him. Don't worry. As long as she doesn't call him Grandpa. Well, she can call him Grandpa if she wants to. Oh man, but yeah, Grandma, she's holding out for 10,000, uh, it could come well before 5 years. They're they're gonna figure once they see it coming out and it's in front of their eyes, so they can visualize it. They'll do the calculation, and this thing is going to Mars. Um, so you might be looking at 2 3 years, and she'll be there. 5 years, we could be looking at. I don't even dare to say this. I just don't dare to say 20,000. And you know why I don't dare to say 20,000 a share? $20,000 per share. Do you know why I don't dare say that number? Because if Grandma listens to this live stream and hears Grandpa said that might go to 20,000 a share, she's not going to sell at 10,000 then. Then she's going to want 20,000. I'm starting to think Grandma's greedy. Don't tell her I said that. Oh no, she's not greedy. No, she really isn't greedy. She's a very giving person, and think about what you're going to do when you sell your shares and have your $1,000,000 or 10 million or whatever you get. Now, what are you going to do with all that money? Just give it away. Somebody needs it more than you do anyway. I'll leave my address in the comment section. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, just give that money to your favorite church. A good church, by the way. I can recommend if you need a church that needs recommendation. I can. A matter of fact, I know a lot of churches that are good that you can give that money to, and to further God's word throughout the world. But anyway, we're having fun. Grandpa's optimistic. I am more bullish than I've ever been in Tesla. Everybody is scared. They're terrified right now. The sky is falling. 170's on the horizon after we get our 180, and 152 is likely, and 101 down here. A few months back, they went down to 101 for a half a day, 101.07, and they bought 40 shares, 40, it blinked 40 times a minute for 100 shares a blink. So how much is that? A lot? Yep, that's a lot. That's 4,000 shares a minute, and they did it for about 4 or 5 hours. So they have some shares at 101, long shares. They need to be activated, and that's why it goes there. It's just like up at 284 or 340 where they've shorted. They got to go there and activate those. What they did way out of line months ago. In the case of 280, we're edging up on 2.5 months, 4.5 months since we've started making substance there. And 280 is just absolutely massive shorts up there. And when they activate all them, they're going to want to make money on them, and we'll see another ride. That's why I think it might go to 284 before we go to 101. I'm just not sure. And I don't need to know. I just need to know that we got good things in our future. All good things are from the Lord. The little ones are throwing a fit, and Grandpa's. See you later, Lord willing. Bye-bye.